Hey Frank, so I just wanted to send you personally like a screencast, just to kind of go over my thought process here. The idea is to be able to add an item, so you would click it, and then it would reveal this entire div that would have the form field, and then the final kind of adding the item. Maybe there's a way to say on key out, would add it to the list. I'm not really sure. So I'm thinking really rudimentary functionality. That this button is here to expand this div, that then you're able to enter input and add it to the list. The reason why it's a two-step process is because eventually what I want to do is have this after key out, maybe timeout in like 3 or 5 seconds or something, and then it kind of like scrolls back in, so that there's more real estate dedicated to the actual list. And this kind of got it still needed would scroll here to the top, right below the main kind of header here, and then you would just have the add item button there for whenever you need to actually add an item. And then these are just a simple filter that all it would do is, the idea was when you've gotten something, you click it, or you press on this area. And right now you're just obviously looking at mobile, so I'm thinking of this mobile first and then outwards. Um, but as you would press something, it would turn yellow. Before, when you first post something on a list, it would look like these down here: apples, grapes, avocado, etc., etc. At any point you could delete them, and once you press them they become done, and there's a strikeout effect that's applied, or style that's applied to the text. This icon changes, and if you just press it again, it would go back to this normal state right here. The whole idea, I know it sucks to have all the the delete icons there. Eventually I would like to apply some kind of like swipe effect to make those come on from the right side, so that they're not always present, but at least for now they'll be placed there, and that's the thinking behind it. And so again, going back to the filter then, since all these will have a new class applied to them, I'll create some kind of function for the filter that says when it's on this side of this toggle switch, or off state, or left state, or whatever, or true, false, whatever. When it's on this state, um, prepend all of the tasks that are done to the top. Or I think that's what prepend does. And I don't know if I'm even using the right method to do that, but that's kind of my rudimentary thinking, or my pseudo class thinking. And then obviously everything that's still needed would fall below that. When they switch to still needed, everything that's still needed would go to the top. Now, it stands to note that these filters will always be on one or the other. So as I'm adding something, it would actually go to the top of all the older still needed items. And so obviously nothing comes already done or completed. Everything starts at this list. So if it's on got it, everything that you've got, um, then obviously that's those would be sectioned in their own area. So it would start in got it, but actually now that I think about it, still needed should be on default, and then got it should be like you can see kind of what you have already purchased, because it seems like you always want to keep your eye on what you're still trying to get. But anyways, so that's my list in a nutshell. Obviously when you delete it, it's deleted. I'm interested in going through the rest of the sections here, because where this information is going to be stored. Is it going to be stored in a JSON file? How is this going to work? I'm really curious. And just by listening to what I've presented so far in the screencast, hopefully you can pick out where I'm kind of incorrect in my thinking or my approach. But anyway, sorry not to make this too long, but I just wanted to show this to you and my thought process behind it, and see if anyway, so you're more familiarized with the approach that I'm trying to take for this particular project. Thank you.